Up in a suicide mission in Syria came from a town just southeast of London. CNN's Carl Penhall met relatives and friends to find out what motivated this 41-year-old father of three and truck driver to head to the battle zone and to join a group recently splintered from ISIS.
Very much.
Tears for a son who never came home. Happier times, British-born Abdul Wahid Majid with his first bicycle in the 1970s. Fast forward to February, posing with jihadi fighters moments before his suicide mission in Syria.
Allahu Akbar!
He'd phoned his brother Hafiz back in England a week before.
He said that he loved us all very, very much. And he said, I know, that you're looking after the family and you're doing a very, very, very good job. And that, if I've done any wrongs in my life, that I hope maybe you can forgive me for those wrongs.
Majid was born just outside London, Pakistani parents with what appears to be a normal British childhood. Family snaps, awkward school uniforms, the new car, and relatives who fought in the British Army. Here in his hometown Crawley, media investigations linked Majid to a Muslim hate preacher and a Muslim radical convicted of a terror plot. But he was never accused of any crime.
He wasn't, as other press speculations say, a jihadist, a man who was born to fight, a man who wanted to commit terror on the streets.
Last summer, Majid, who drove a highway maintenance truck for a living, went to Syria on this aid convoy, organised by a British Muslim charity. His wife and three children stayed home. Friend Rahid Mahmoud went with him.
He just raised the issue. He asked me how I felt about it, and I just turned around and said, yeah, let's just do it.
Photos show Majid volunteering in refugee camps. So just why would the man in the Minnie Mouse ears become a suicide bomber?
But the horrors that he may have seen out there, the stories he would have heard out there, I think that would have given him the courage and the strength to actually do his best to help as many people as he can.
Mahmoud says they met Syrian rebels, including ISIS and Al-Qaeda affiliated radicals, in the camps.
ISIS would help, but you would hear of people swapping from group to group, unsure of what who to fight with.
But Mahmoud says he had no idea Majid had been recruited. His suicide mission was commanded by Chechens who had recently defected from ISIS to al-Nusra, the Al-Qaeda faction.
My tongue, bro, he's got a lack of knowledge.
He was obviously at peace. It obviously, the idea wasn't troubling him in any way. And I can only put that down to faith, really, an idea of where he's going.
This is the video of Majid's attack on Aleppo prison, where President Assad's brutal regime was reportedly torturing hundreds of prisoners.
We feel no shame whatsoever on whatever he did. His intentions were bona fide and they were true to the heart.
But the UK government did not share that view.
As soon as we took one breath, the police were knocking on the door with their search warrant, which is under the Prevention of Terrorism Act.
A complex portrait of how a British boy became a suicide bomber, and a mother who just can't believe her son is gone.
I don't know. If God is no. I don't know.
Carl Penhall, CNN, London.
All right, we're going to take a very short break, but still to come, comedian Joan Rivers was laid to